Greetings, ladies and gentlemen. I am the Crypto Crow. It's about 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and I'm still getting over my illness, whatever it may be. I did get tested on Thursday for COVID. I am waiting for my results. Not really 100% what I've had all week. My wife has thought for a while now that it could be a sinus infection, but I really don't know. So hopefully I'll find out here soon what's going on. I have been getting quite a bit better though, whatever it is. Kind of started on Monday, and it's now Monday, another week, a week later, and I've definitely had a roller coaster of various symptoms, but I've never had a fever, mostly just congestion, stuff in my head, feeling tired, stuff like that, but a little achiness and things, but overall nothing big. So I don't know. We'll see. I'll let everybody know. And if my test does come back positive, I will definitely let everybody know exactly like what the whole experience has been like. But it hasn't been great. It's been more of an annoyance and something that I've been pretty much just keeping myself in my room, not really going anywhere, not doing much of anything at all, just trying to keep the fam from getting it. So I think my wife may have it, but she's not even sure because she was sick for like a day or two and she's already feeling better. So yeah, not really sure, but she's also like crazy healthy, takes 1 million supplements a day and all, has forever. So who knows, but I'll let everybody know as we move forward. So, looking at the market right now, it's actually been pretty interesting. Obviously with Bitcoin getting a series of pumps and breaking above 10,000 again, which it's done multiple times. But, looking at it on a daily chart, we've broken out of this accumulation phase a while ago, and we kind of broke up out of it, accumulated further, and then away we went into this pump. But notice how, I haven't changed this at all, but this 10,800, $10,800 level, we basically wicked right off of that and back down we've come. So this is on a daily chart. And so we'll have to see how this continues to move forward. Is this a big fake out as we're used to seeing or not? I don't necessarily think this is a fake out because, typically when we break above 10,000, even, based on the past, it comes right back down pretty immediately and pretty drastically as well, which we're not necessarily seeing. We're hanging steady above 10,000 right now, which to me could be a pretty good indication that, we're on our way up. Now, in terms of time frame, I don't know. What I've also noticed is that when I'm looking at cryptocurrency projects, if I just go to CoinMarketCap, you'll see Bitcoin's up. You'll see Bitcoin shot up quite a bit as well and has gone up significantly over the past week. And Bitcoin's looking to continue its rise up while Ethereum is heading down. Now, we're also seeing a lot of other things. XRP ticking down. Cardano ticking down, hitting 13 cents recently. Down almost 11%. Now, what it seems to be is that people have been investing. They've been buying, people have bought Cardano between 5 and 10 cents. And they're taking some profit and putting it into Bitcoin. People want to ride that Bitcoin wave before they get back into alts, which to me just sounds a little silly because the altcoin gains, if Cardano goes from 13 cents to 25 cents here over the coming months, the gain potential from that is going to be much bigger than if Bitcoin goes from 10,000 to 2,000. So I'm puzzled by seeing some of this altcoin activity in the market right now, and I'm not 100% sure what to make of it. Chainlink with drastic dips, down 10% in the last 24 hours, broke down under $7, which is actually pretty interesting because it's sitting at $6.67, and it's just continuing to go down. Tezos, Stellar still being under 10 cents. I'm seeing this activity, and I'm thinking, I'm not quite sure what sense it really makes. Other than people buying into some of these altcoin projects and taking profit, dumping them in favor of Bitcoin, trying to get more Bitcoin activity going. And so we'll have to see how this pans out. What I'm used to seeing ultimately in the price action of these coins is, Bitcoin dominance is currently sitting at around 62.8%, which it's been sitting at, 63 to 65, even higher percent dominance throughout the bear market for the most part, as the altcoins really continue to just dive. And I'm seeing this sentiment of people, and some of it could be bots. It could be a lot of bot trading activity on the market. But I don't really think it is, because typically with heavy duty bot traders, you're seeing big drops in just about everything played on the market. Now, if bot traders right now are trading projects that they see as, I typically tell people, if you're going to bot trade, like if you're using Crow Trader, I typically like to trade projects that I don't mind holding. If Bitcoin spikes up above the altcoin market, then you're going to end up with bags. And so I don't necessarily mind holding bags of Cardano or XRP or Stellar even. Tron sometimes is good. I look at the volatility of projects, and I look at how much gain potential I have based off of what's happening in the market. Divi coin up almost 14.5% over the last 24 hours. That's a really big deal because it's sitting at almost 6.5 cents again. Divi project, I started coming out talking about Divi at 1 penny, and I've been continually updating people as best I can with the information that they provide, that they have out in the public. And I've been talking to Nick. They've got some other big announcements coming. They've got a lot of stuff happening in their camp, and I'm really, really appreciating what Divi has done. I do hold Divi. I really like the project, and I just really like the team, as I've always said. I mean, they've always been very straight up. They're not shady guys in the space. They have a genuine mission, and that's one of the things that I've also really looked at when I'm looking at a lot of these altcoin projects. I'm looking at, what is the overall mission? If I talk to people and they just feel like they're doing this for the sheer greed of it, I'm learning to just shy away. And it's not to say that that those projects can't be wildly successful, but I'm more interested in the people who are on a personal mission to change the world in some way. And I know that may sound a little grandiose, but like Celsius Network, look at it. It's at almost 43 cents again. We're seeing these dips, but we're seeing them come back. And what typically happens is new money comes into the space. They're buying into Bitcoin or Ethereum, and they're using those positions to then enter different altcoins. And when they think that something's about to happen, they'll exit those altcoins at profit, buy back into Ethereum, ride the wave up, back and forth, back and forth. And while that could be a good strategy for gains, I prefer just letting a bot handle a lot of that, because you do the same thing on autopilot, which is why I think that could be a part of what we're seeing in the current market, although I could be wrong. Some bots will train anything and everything on any given exchange based on whatever the settings are, the algorithm is. So, as we move forward, I'm very bullish on what's happening. But what I typically see is we'll see Bitcoin and Ethereum rise first, and then we'll see those projects start to dip as the altcoins start to rise up. And we see this consistent ebb and flow in the market. And this isn't necessarily surprising me, considering the recent pumps of both Bitcoin and Ethereum. Now, the thing of it is even Ethereum at $315, a lot of these altcoin positions like Cardano, for example, new money might go in, and somebody with $100 might say, hey, I'm going to go buy a third of an Ethereum and hope it does well. Well, that just means that, if Ethereum goes up $300 to $600, we've only made $100 profit. But if you're putting $100 into something like Cardano and it goes up by the same percentage, well, you're magnifying your gains over time, and you're making significantly more profit, and you're able to hold on. I mean, if Cardano just goes to $1 and Ethereum goes to 600, where do you think you're going to make the most money by starting off with $100? So that's the general idea behind a lot of this stuff, and we're seeing people try to trade both sides of that fence, and some are doing it successfully, but I assume not as many are. Now, moving deeper here, confirmed Cardano's long-awaited Shelley mainnet's about to go live after successful final weekend tests. this is pretty big stuff, folks. And I'm very, very excited to see that Charles and the gang and everybody associated with IOHK are really coming through and working really hard, silencing the fudders, silencing the doubters, and making the one project that so many of us have followed, loved, and believed in for years now. It's crazy to say years. I feel like I just got into the crypto space yesterday. Some of you would think I did, but that's not the case. And I absolutely love this project, and I love to see these huge, significant milestones being met. And while Shelley is going to add to the decentralized nature of Cardano, it's not the be all end all that a lot of us are really waiting for. That is Goguen. I want smart contracts on this puppy. I want to see Ethereum dApps be able to migrate over to Cardano. I want to see how much of these DeFi applications transition from Ethereum to Cardano once Goguen launches and once all of this stuff is really set in place. But for right now, we just have to be happy with what we've got, knowing Goguen is coming. In an announcement, IOHK, the parent firm of public blockchain Cardano, said it had successfully completed final tests over the weekend and gave the go-ahead on the Shelley hard fork. With this, the current Byron mainnet will become the Cardano Shelley at 2144.51 UTC on July 29th. So, a lot of people in crypto, they buy the rumor, sell the news. Well, a lot of people have obviously been buying the rumor, and now they're selling the news. But they're not just doing that with Cardano, they're doing that with a lot of other altcoin projects as well. So the sky is quite literally the limit for Cardano as we move forward into the bull market. And I'm very, very bullish on Cardano as well as a lot of these other projects. Hoskinson tweeted, stress test done, all systems go. Update endorsement signed. Rocket is in the air. Hard fork coming July 29th. We'll post logs tomorrow. And it's such an exciting time. And look, I know that a lot of newcomers to the space that are, they're seeing the various YouTubers talking about Cardano and other projects. I mean, if you can get through the DeFi noise, everything going on in this DeFi space, because, DeFi really just feels like an enormous cash grab right now. And to be frank with you, I just feel like DeFi has a really big target on its back for a lot of reasons. And while it's treating people fairly well at the moment, I'm waiting for the other shoe to drop. I really am. And I don't know if that's going to be regulation. I don't know if that's going to be a series of hacks. I don't know. But I'm very weary of DeFi where it sits right now, because I believe that it is kind of like the ICO rush to a certain degree. And in the sense that so much money went in blindly to so many projects and so many lost. And, I have positions that have not performed well because, projects that I thought were really, really good with good teams from, veterans of different industries and things of that nature. Rewards Token comes to mind. Projects that I thought were really going to take off and do well for a lot of people, and they were mismanaged, and the team leads just don't seem to care much. And, I look at projects like that and I think, I don't see how the DeFi is much different. You might post up some profits, but if you're not getting and taking profit before those projects or something happens, you could end up in deep doo-doo. So, just be very, very cautious and do as much due diligence as you can on some of these projects. And believe me, I understand how difficult it can be because some of these projects are really good at kind of making themselves appear to be something that they may not be. But in the grand scheme of things, when it comes to the altcoin world, I believe that Shelley is everything they say it's going to be and then some. And I think that as we move forward into this bull market, we're going to see so much more come out of Cardano that I do believe it's going to race to the top 3 in the market cap positions. I really do. And I think that once Goguen launches, my personal opinion is that a lot of the applications on Ethereum are going to either copy or migrate entirely from Ethereum onto the Cardano blockchain. And when that happens, transactional use is going to skyrocket on Cardano. A lot more people are going to be buying into it and staking it, which is going to lower its total available supply on exchanges. And as more and more people catch wind of what Cardano is doing, more and more people are going to be buying it to stake it for their rewards. And as that happens, the entire market cap is going to be dictated by a smaller number of Cardano available on the market, and that price is likely to go up. And how far it goes up, I do not know, but I am expecting, I feel comfortable in saying, I feel very comfortable in saying that I would like to see a $3 to $5 Cardano by the end of this bull market. It could be 10. It could be more than that. There are so many different variables to what's happening with Cardano in so many countries and the overall use case potential for this blockchain that the sky is truly the limit. So where it stops, nobody knows. But the one thing that I do believe in is in Charles, and I believe in the IOHK team, the Cardano Foundation. I believe in everybody associated with it, including Emergo. And there are just so many hands feeding this this plant. And I'm very excited to see where this takes us. So I'm going to call this short. I just wanted to, give my thoughts on what's happening in the market today at 16 minutes now. And I'll see you again soon. Thank you so much for joining me. I am the Crypto Crow. Crow your coins, and I'll see you tomorrow. Have a good one.